It's dining elevated to art at Cole's 735 Main in Lexington, a restaurant known for using top-shelf local ingredients to make some of the most memorable meals in Kentucky. I'm Tim Laird with Kevin Harned, coming to you from the Secrets of Bluegrass Chef's kitchen studio at Bourbon Barrel Foods in Louisville.
And we are excited to be with you today for a great show. We have the chef owner from Cole's 735 in with us today. Cole Arimes is sharing secrets to a dish that will take your taste buds to the tropics.
And it's a paradise for pork lovers, the true Kentucky delicacy, pork belly confit. And Kevin, I've got a great cocktail, the Woodford apple butter.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. Don't go anywhere, buckle in. It all starts right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned. What a show we have for you this time. I know I'm hungry. I hope you're hungry. And even more importantly, our studio audience who the show has taped before, are you guys hungry? Yeah. Lucky enough, you're going to have a chance to take a taste before the day is done. Let's go through the menu for today. Check it out. Cole's coconut crab salad served in a panko-crusted avocado. Wow, doesn't that sound good? Plus, how about this? Kentucky Proud pork belly confit with, yeah, there you go. It comes with pickled pineapple and pomegranate molasses. We're making all of it and revealing the secrets so you can make it at home. But before we get cooking, won't you help me introduce my broadcast partner, my good friend, Tim Laird, America's CEO, our Chief Entertaining Officer.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Timmy.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Wow, this audience is fired up. Are they ready to go? Oh, my God. Whoa! That's great.
I don't know if we're going to be able to hold them back. You know, they may rush the stage.
That's right. Anyway, I'm excited.
This is going to be fun. You've had a chance to make your way over to
Lexington.
I have.
I went to Cole 735 Main, and I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful restaurant. It's just, you feel so comfortable walking in. It's got a great bar. Of course, I found the bar over there.
First.
And they have some wonderful signature cocktails over there, and so just a great place. So I'm excited to bring on our chef to show us some of his secrets, too.
I'm excited to learn the secrets. Let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. All right. It's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio, and here he is, the one and only Cole Arimes from Cole's 735 Main in Lexington. Hello, Chef.
Oh, great to see you.
Chef owner, I should say, and by the way, you know where it is because the name is there and the address is in the name. Cole's.
Easy enough.
735 Main. We're so happy to have you now in our studio because we had a great time in your restaurant. It's just a beautiful place. And it's just one of those places you feel comfortable when you walk in the door. Great place to eat. And you're serving up all kinds, and again, local ingredients. We saw the farmers delivering food as you were there in the kitchen before we started our program. So it was great, and you just incorporate everything.
We try to elevate food, but we also don't take ourselves too seriously. And you know, you can come in for a special occasion. You can come in blue jeans and kick your feet up and have a burger, or you know, go all out and have a steak.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tell me a little bit about your past. How'd you get started?
Oh man, well, I took a break from school and ended up in Cincinnati and started working through the best chefs that I could up there, and grew up in Lexington and spent about 18 years in Cincinnati until I finally moved home to open up Cole's.
And the culinary scene even in Lexington, we've seen it in Louisville, but Lexington seems all across the Bluegrass with this farm-to-table movement. It's exploding.
No, absolutely, and that's been the fun of Lexington for me, because in Ohio there's a lot of great produce and a lot of great farms. They do not do as good of a job as the Kentucky Proud program, and just the farmers coming to the back door, and you know, they've got a truck full of whatever you want to pick from. And it makes it fun because you never know what you're going to get on any given day.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, what'd we pick today?
Today we're going to start with our panko fried avocado with a coconut crab salad. This was one of our original appetizers, and I have actually tried to take it off the menu about 3 times, and every time I do, we sell just as many as we did when it was on the menu. And so I think it'll be around for years to come.
Okay.
It's kind of our signature dish. Would you like me to get started?
Let's get started. Yeah, show us.
Well, we'll start on the avocados. You'll see on the recipe we lightly baste those in a tempura batter and shake off the excess from there, and then just kind of pack the panko breadcrumbs on top of that. Nice thing about this is if you're doing a party or you're willing to put a pot of oil on your stove, you can do them the day before, and they hold up real well. Something about the tempura batter kind of seals the avocado so you don't get too much oxidation, and it works out real nice.
Good to know.
While those are frying up, and those will just take 3 or 4 minutes to fry, just looking for them to get golden brown and crispy. We'll start to decorate our plate a little bit. And this is our saffron aioli, which is a little bit of saffron infused with a little bit of lemon juice, a little rice wine vinegar.
Beautiful color on that too, Chef. Look at that.
Well, thank you.
It's vibrant.
And then this one is a spicy aioli. If you frequent sushi restaurants, you've probably had this on many a sushi roll. And but you can lay this on the plate. You can drizzle it on top. You can eat it on toast, quite honestly.
No.
And I always recommend having a paper towel lined plate to catch this, because this will obviously come out hot. And we'll give it just a little more love.
Wow. Doesn't take long at all.
No, it really doesn't. And for the oil, you kind of want that to be on your magic number of 325 to 350. And
those smell good. You can smell it just coming out of there, and how golden brown.
Then our coconut crab salad, I like to use a jumbo lump crab meat. We infuse that with a little bit of lemongrass, lime zest, onion, red pepper, jalapeno to give it a little bit of a kick, and then just a little coconut milk, so it's not really a mayonnaise-based salad.
Wow. Where the pit was makes a nice little bowl.
Yeah. And
fits right in there, doesn't it, Kevin? Yes.
Like jump in.
And then these are great to share as appetizers. If you leave just a whole avocado, it makes a meal. So. And then I usually just do a little scallion on top to garnish. But that's been our #1 appetizer for years.
And there you have it. How about that?
Thank you.
That is awesome.
That was incredible.
We're not finished sharing the secrets, so you've got more coming up?
Oh, absolutely. A little pork belly confit coming.
Doesn't that sound good?
I'm
Hear the
sticking around
ooze?
for that.
And you've got some secrets too, Tim.
I do, Kevin. I've got a great cocktail called the Woodford Apple Butter, and it's
That
delicious.
sounds delicious. And Kentucky Proud too. We're coming right back with much more from Coles, 735 Main, and Tim Laird when we come back on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. It's great to be with you again. I'm Kevin Harned. We've been cooking in the kitchen here with the chef owner from Coles, 735 Main over in Lexington, and what an unbelievable dish he's prepared already, with more secrets to come. You just saw him make the incredible coconut crab salad inside an avocado. Coming up, he's going to reveal the secrets to his Kentucky Proud pork belly confit. We cannot wait to see more from that with Chef Cole Arimes. But first, it's time to check in with my broadcast partner, Tim Laird. He's turning apple butter into a cocktail. Tim?
That's right, Kevin. I'll tell you what, I've got the Woodford Apple Butter. It's a delicious cocktail, and you'll want to make this at home. Starts out, glass of ice, 1.5 ounces of Woodford Reserve bourbon goes in. To that, 1/2 ounce of butterscotch schnapps. That's going to be the butter part of this. And then 2.5 ounces of apple cider. Give it a quick stir. And there it is. The Woodford Apple Butter. Buttery, good, and bourbon. Cheers, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Tim. It seems to be a hit by the audience standards here. We've got more secrets to reveal when we come back from Chef Cole Arimes on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs right after this. Hi, everybody, and welcome back once again to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Kevin Harned alongside Tim Laird, Cole Arimes from Coles 735 Main over in Lexington. We have promised this. Kentucky Proud is the show's theme many times throughout our year and seasons here. We love what the local farmers bring to the table, and this is no exception on this next dish that you're going to be making. We've promised the pork belly confit.
Right. I can't wait.
It looks delicious. I'm looking at it here. I'm like,
and this is on the menu too at Cole's, right?
It comes and goes on the menu.
Okay.
We do it as a feature as good pork bellies become available.
Sure.
And you know, this is a long process. Takes you know, 3 or 4 hours in the oven once it's all said and done. What we do to the pork belly prior to searing it off and getting it nice and crispy is for this technique, I use preserved lemons, which are lemons that are basically heavily packed in salt and left on the shelf to kind of ferment and get a little funky and a little better tasting. Put those in there with a little bit of thyme, a little bit of rosemary, and then I use a little bit of lemon-infused olive oil, usually from Stuardo's, based out of Lexington.
Wow.
And you get all the flavor from the slow roast, and then you know, to give it a little added crunch, a good hot skillet.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of flavor from that skillet, it looks
Right.
like.
Oh
It's
yeah,
been around a while.
This one has. This one's actually straight from my house.
I love it.
And,
Well seasoned.
Yeah, you
They
can. I
say.
mean, look at it. You can tell.
90% of what I cook at home is in one pan, and that pan is always a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
And the stainless steel are nice, but I like you can throw them in the dishwasher. But a good cast iron's almost like a non-stick by the
And
time
cast
you're
iron
said
is
and
coming
done.
back. I mean, more people are now rediscovering or digging out and finding their cast iron
Yeah,
and
no.
Bringing it back, reseasoning it, and it's great.
No, we use them all the time at the restaurant, and again, this is my old faithful from home. But you know, for searing steaks, chicken, any sort of proteins, even you know, to get a nice sear, it holds its heat so well. One of the tricks is to let it get hot well before you're ready to use it. Don't let it get smoking hot, but keep it on a you know, low or a medium flame, and that will get that heat built up into that pan. So when you go to drop your steak in or your chicken, it just doesn't slow down at all.
And you know, during the break, we were talking about those beautiful murals you have at the restaurant. Give us a little background to about those.
Well, those were the original purpose of the building that we were in was the stirrup cup back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and I think even into the 60s. Those were painted by an art teacher at Morton Elementary School named Teresa Newhoff, and she put those up in 1947. And they're kind of hunt scene murals that people of a certain age group can actually come in and identify the people that are in the paintings.
That's
Wow.
And it's not just you know, in her head; it's of actual people. Blessing of the Hounds. They can name the bishop that's in it. It's been a lot of fun to have that old with the new. The building is. Well, it comes with all the problems an old building comes with.
It is historical.
But it also has all the charm that, you know, the new construction you just can't find.
And now some delicious food, right?
Absolutely.
So the pork belly, how long does that have to cook?
Really, I mean, you can get it hot and eat it. It just depends on how much of a crust you want to get on it. We'll see how we're doing. You can see how we're kind of getting a sear, and that'll kind of caramelize that fat and really make it.
Give it that crunch factor.
Give you a little texture, and you know, the confit, the literal translation of confit is to cook in its own fat.
Right.
So what you do is you don't really lose any of the moisture, but it's almost like, think about it in the sense of a pot roast that's braising with fat instead of liquid.
Okay.
And so it's a low and slow process, and you know, a confit is actually a preservation technique as well, because you can leave it submerged in fat and it'll stay good in your refrigerator for months.
Interesting to know. I also want to talk about your cocktail program, because you really have a craft cocktail program. I think when I was there, I had the Woodford creme brulee, which was unbelievable.
Right.
But you also make your own bitters, and
We do, and it's been kind of fun times right now. A lot of the farmers, I actually just started working on a ground cherry or a husk cherry bitters. Got a little bit of local rhubarb, and we're doing a rhubarb bitter. But I do maraschino cherries in-house. We do a lot of syrups in-house, and you know, my idea was always to kind of get to the point where we made our own Coke syrup and things like that. Unfortunately, I don't have the room at Cole's to really do that. It's a it's a confined spot. We are working on a new location that'll give us a little more room to use both restaurants.
Fantastic.
To have a nice symbiotic relationship to one scratches the other's back, and it should work out really well.
Awesome. We're going to let this crisp up just a little bit more. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll finish up the pork belly confit right here with Chef Cole Arimes from Cole's, 7:35. We're back right after this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, the show. We always like to reveal the secrets of chefs from across the Bluegrass. Today, Cole Arimes is here from over in Lexington. Wow, we are learning a lot about some pork belly confit. The avocado, that still stands out. I mean, what a masterpiece that is. Can't wait to taste it. But we're finishing up the confit here.
Well, the pork belly, once you get it nice and crispy, and you know, it's a personal preference. I like to get kind of a hard crust. I like my steaks with a hard crust that you just get those natural caramels going on. From there, it's pretty simple. I've gotten some local pea tendrils for today. You can use any sort of mesclun mix, salad mix, microgreens, just about anything you want. Doing just a little bit of sliced red onion. The pickled pineapple is a pickled in sugar, apple cider vinegar. I've done this one with a little bit of Korean chili pepper and ginger to kind of give it, you know, a little bit of a bite. When I'm mixing that salad together, I put that in with the a little bit of the pickling liquids and everything, just to kind of act like the dressing for the salad. And then we will decorate the plate with just.
And pickling has kind of come back in. I mean, people are rediscovering how easy it is to pickle just about anything.
Love pickling, especially this time of year. Because you have so many fresh vegetables coming in, it's a shame that you can only use them for a short amount of time. So you pickle them, and you can use them all year round.
You pickle weekly, don't you, Tim?
Kevin, you've been in a pickle, haven't you? Marination.
But again, this is a good one. You can serve it as an entree. You can put a starch with it. You know, you can do it as an appetizer. It works out well for cocktail parties, anything like that. Once we get that on there, this is a reduction where I have started with white balsamic vinegar and let that reduce just a little bit. Then I have added honey and almost made a caramel out of it, which is pretty close to what a gastrique would be. But that'll just give you a little bit of tart. The pineapple and the molasses will just help break through that fat just a little bit more. Anytime you have a fatty piece, put a little citrus, a little vinegar with it, and it always helps it go down the gullet a little bit better.
And also a little sweet in there too, because when you reduce it down, add the honey, kind of gives that nice sweet, which, I mean, you can see the salty sweet combination, which comes through amazing. Anyway, that looks absolutely fabulous.
Thank you. Wow.
So tell us where you're located.
Well, funny enough, the address is in the name. It's 735 East Main Street, right off of downtown in Lexington.
It is a great place, a place you've got to go see. It's unbelievable, great experience, fun bar, beautiful restaurant. So anyway,
folks looking to come out, times, days they can see you. Are you open every day?
The only day we're not open is Sunday, and but we're dinner only. So it looks like we're open for lunch, but we share a parking lot during the daytime. But Monday through Saturday we're open till 10 and 11.
All right. Easy to find, fun place to go.
Absolutely.
Look forward to making my way over to Lexington to try it out. Hopefully the folks here will too. You guys are going to get a chance to take a taste. Are you excited about that? You could be in our audience. It's easy to do. Just log on to mintjuliptours.com. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harned. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.